first up is going to be Marten Mickos. And before he runs up here and join us, I just want to say a quick word about him because he's been a friend to Underscore for some time. So thank you. Marten is the CEO of HackerOne. This is the world's largest community of ethical hackers. You can see the ethos between community and the way we think. He lives on the West Coast now, originally from Finland, and he was really kind to spend some time with us for our summer accelerator called You First this summer, where he came and gave a talk to many of the student entrepreneurs who are building their businesses right in Underscore's offices. So with that, please join me in welcoming Marten Mickos to the stage.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marten.
Thank you.
There you go.
Hello, Boston. Great to be here. Whether you are a startup or a big company, you have either been hacked, or you don't know that you've been hacked, or you might get hacked, or you will get hacked. There's no way to build completely secure software, or not as long as humans build them. It's impossible. But here comes the logical twist that there is an immune system for all of this. And you may not believe it, but the best way to prevent getting hacked is to try to get hacked. It's the only way to figure out what's so terribly wrong with your software. Because many things are terribly wrong with your software. We've been hacking the Pentagon for 3 years. We found 10,000 ways in so far. And one of our best hackers there is actually called Try to Hack. It's Santiago Lopez from Argentina. He has made over $1 million in bounties by finding flaws and telling you about them. And when he reached $1 million, he was all of 19 years old. And that, again, is good news, because most software in this world was built by people who are now white men over 50, and I'm one of them. So I'm here to repent and fix and realize that you can't build software the way we built it in the past 20 years. You can't ignore security. You have to think about it. And unfortunately, 19-year-old kids will find the flaws and point them out in their arrogance and stupidity and naivety. They don't even know they shouldn't tell you. So they tell you, and you fix them and you pay a bounty. And that's what our company does. And when you do get breached, it's not always through a software vulnerability. You may have insiders, there may be phishing attempt, there may be social hacking. So there are many reasons why it could happen. But 52% of breaches involved hacking. And the average cost of a breach in the US is $7 million US. The cost for Equifax was $1.4 billion. They are now a HackerOne customer. Who are the hackers then? Try to hack Santiago. He was 19 when he reached $1 million. Our best hacker in Hack the Air Force was Jack Cable, a 17-year-old high school student from Chicago. We have 500,000 ethical hackers in our community. You should see them as the digital Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of today. They've given an oath to do a good deed every day. They will help old ladies across the street, and they will help your old software get fixed, because they find the vulnerabilities and report them to you. And so far, we've found 130,000 vulnerabilities in our business, paid out over 70 million in bounties and other rewards to our hackers. So it's an enormous business. And we do it for Goldman Sachs, Intel, Qualcomm, Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, Twitter, Slack, Snapchat, Dropbox, Cloudflare, everybody else. Half of our hackers are under 24 years of age, and the other half is older. So we have a lot of old hackers as well. So there's no age discrimination. You can sign up and start hacking. Some of our best hackers are in their 40s and 50s. And it's more important, it rises to a higher level than just software. It goes all the way to board level. And on board levels, they say, what are we doing to know what's wrong with the system? And traditionally, you talk about antivirus and perimeter defense and firewalls and all kind of technical crap. It's not crap, but it's just technology. The real way to know where you stand is to see cybersecurity as a risk management function and to assess the likelihood that you will get breached and specifically how that likelihood is changing over time. Because you can never know whether the likelihood is 70% or 50%, but you can know if you're better than yesterday, and you can know if you're better than your competitors. Because you don't need to be fully secure, you just need to be a little bit more secure than your competitors, because criminals are lazy. They go after the easiest targets. When Slack went public, they said, cybersecurity is very, very important for us, and we do 3 things. We have a strong cybersecurity culture, we design with security in mind when we design software, and we run a bug bounty program. So they've invited the whole world to help them fix their software, and they have a wonderful record in cybersecurity and in their security posture. And then when you think into the future, how will all of this play out? Is it hopeless, and will we just spend more and more money on cybersecurity? Today we spend $100 billion a year on cybersecurity, and it's the new marketing. Half of it is misspent. We just don't know which half. And when I say this, CISOs will object and say, Martin, you're wrong. 70% is misspent. But here is how to build a strong cybersecurity culture in every company. Number 1, don't ignore the external input. Don't ignore the scrutiny you get from others. Be open to input from hackers. And there's a hacker in everybody of us. Hacking just means looking for creative ways to solve problems. Number 2, it has to be collaborative. We have to share our experiences with each other, and we have to build pooled defenses. That's the only way to fight an asymmetric threat. And finally, to get consumers to really trust your brand, transparency is the only way. It is the only way to gain trust from consumers and therefore from everybody. Transparency. Showing what you're doing, admitting fault, not looking for blame, fixing the problems, and declaring what you're doing and what you're planning to do. That's how you build trust. And Hyatt Hotels, when they launched a program with us, they immediately told all their customers that they are doing it, because they knew that when you choose a hotel room, you want clean bed sheets, but you also want a safe database where they keep your credit card information. Thank you.